an issue with people who claim divinity but are still nasty people inside. All right, we got that out there. All right, so listen. Rich Rising, my loves. I'm here to get you guys a past life narrative before I get out of here to work. If this is your first time here, I am Regal Essence. I am Queen TV. I am Queen TV After Dark. I am Life is a Love Goddess. I am Life is a Laid Back Mom. I'm your crystal healer and dealer. Woo! I'm your past life princess, and I'm somebody's ABA therapist and pre-K teacher. Hey, boos. Hey! So listen. If this is your first time here, I want you to follow me. There is a link in my bio to all my social media platforms. And I want you to follow me because I am looking to build a community of like-minded individuals who are looking to heal, grow, learn, transform, and just become a better person in this goddamn world. Y'all, it's too many, you know what I realized? It's too many people who are not, people ain't healing out here, okay? People are not healing out here, and we are creating a society where everybody wants to get online. Everybody wants to be on social media. Shout out to those, right? But everybody's not willing to do the healing work. And people come with a form of something, but they just be messy, y'all. They just be messy. I got an issue with people who claim divinity but are still nasty people inside. All right, we got that out there. All right, so listen. There is so much on the table. We got isolation on the table. Servitude is on the table. Deceit, resourcefulness, imprisonment, repeat relationship, and explore. And I cannot take all of these. So let's see. A repeat relationship with an explorer after a time of judgment. Mental action and right thinking is coming through. You overcoming deceit. You're overcoming loss of power. You're overcoming lack of connections. All right, I got it. All right, so listen. Love is on the table. All right, love is in the building. And there is a lot going on. So like I said, we learn about our past lives to heal something in our present life, okay? So we are here to balance out some form of karma, some energy that needs to be balanced. Either we're not dealing with it anymore, which is these, right? Reverse of fortune, right? Or we're here to balance it out, so bring some balance to it, which is what I feel we're going to get into isolation, okay? All right, so our current life isolation can have something to do with past life issues. So let's get into it. Isolation is number 28, which breaks down to a 10. Present isolation can have many karmic sources. If you are experiencing a life full of few or no friends, it's time to investigate this pattern. Even if you have a large family or several acquaintances, you may still feel disconnected, isolated, or emotionally alone. This is a more common occurrence than most people realize. But this card is calling you to reconnect now and forge meaningful relationships that will provide the kind of camaraderie that brings you joy and a sense of support. Get into it, okay? And let me adjust these so y'all can see these babies. All right. All right, so we are going to see how learning about isolation is bringing this all together. All right, so your past life energy regarding this issue may have been extreme. You may have lost your family or community through war, drought, or some other natural disaster. Such a major loss represents a reversal of fortune life. I told y'all, which can be energetically traumatic. Oh, a reverse of fortune in that life. So that can be energetically traumatic, right? Energetically, notice. So you can still have traumas from a past life, even though, because energy never dies, right? We can recycle the energy, we can balance the energy, but it never dies. So we need to deal with the trauma of what happened previously because it's still in our energetic memory, okay? Which can be, if you were cast out or ostracized from your village or tribe due to some inappropriate or even criminal behavior, You may have grown accustomed to being alone, living with resentment and distrust, refusing to form any more strong alliances. And I would even dare to believe that that goes along with, y'all ever know those people that always, they go to jail, they come home, they go right back to jail, they come, your past life patterns. They could have either lost something, lost everything, lost family, in a past life, and that is causing them to remember that energetically, and they continue to live that out. So can you guys see why it's so important to understand a past life? If you keep repeating the same issues, concerns, and it doesn't have to be something that's traumatic as going to jail, but let's talk about it, because we see it happening all the time. Those could be past life patterns. I'm at a loss for words. Those could be past life patterns repeating themselves in this lifetime. So can you imagine how important it would be, or what a great realization it would be to know, like, oh, okay, so I did this before. All right, so I got to do something different, right? Sometimes people just prefer to be alone. They feel safer and life seems less complicated. This may reflect lingering past life attitudes and choices. Many people have had lives of sacred isolation following the path of a spiritual practice. In fact, many religious practitioners of the past believed that shunning the outside world was the only way to get close to God. And I do believe that there is a time in your life where you do need to cut off the outside world to get close to God, but nobody is meant to just be isolated their whole life, okay? Yet, at the same, close to God and close to others at the same time. True. In fact, the expansion of love is a deeply spiritual intention. So knowing, like, okay, I can be close to God, right? We'll say hi to Luna. I can be close to God and close to others. Now, those of us that have been through spiritual things, that's easier said than done, right? But we have to make sure that we're healing, so we make different choices. Like I said, that's why there are so many different spiritual people on this platform that have a platform. And some people I listen to, and I'm like, you're supposed to be spiritual. Like, oh, baby, you still got a broken heart. And I'm not even talking about just women. I'm talking about women and men. Like, people really still be broken out here. And it's no shade and it's no judgment. But we got to understand, like, what's the source of our feelings? You know what I mean? So let's get into the karmic shift. If you are limiting your connections, even if you are not entirely isolated, it's time to consider your motivation. No matter how comfortable you may feel with the lack of companionship, the truth is you're missing out on some of the most rewarding moments of the human experience. Release old fears and take some steps to meet like-minded people, perhaps through church, a club, or a class that piques your interest. Your choice to do so could break some lifetimes of karmic isolation. This book said church, and we out here with oracle cards. The church people don't like that. But anyway, you guys, this is going to be your affirmation. It is safe and comfortable for me to connect with others in more meaningful ways. Okay. And it's crazy because I realize with social media is really boosting and motivating us to get out there and make connections. And I'm just going to encourage you, make sure those are genuine connections, okay? And for my spiritual leaders and those of the light, lead with love. You know what I'm saying? Lead with love. We shouldn't, like, sometimes I just drop in people's lives and I pay attention to the things that they pay attention to. I was on this person's live the other day. People were saying so much positive stuff, praising who they were, this, that, and the other. And they stuck on the negative stuff, responding negatively, like snap and go. I just be like, we got to be comfortable with ourselves, right? We got to become comfortable with ourselves so we can then be comfortable with connecting with others in a true, genuine, authentic way. And I'm going to leave it right there. Happy Tuesday, you guys. It's a Teachable Tuesday. I'm about to get out of here to work. So do me a favor, comment below. Let's get to know each other in the comments. Save this video for when you need a little pick-me-up. Share this video with your friends. And remember, I love you.